Hi, I'm Jessica Duncan, an RYT 200 and RPYT yoga teacher in Arlington, Virginia, and I'm presenting my practicum for the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation's Brain Longevity Therapy Training. I was drawn to the BLTT program due to their research into yoga's impact on brain health and because I was personally impacted by Alzheimer's when my grandmother was diagnosed in 2007 and subsequently passed away in 2016. As a way of honoring her legacy and her impact on my life, I hope to bring the research and findings of ARPF's BLTT program to many others throughout my yoga teachings. Now, it's not a surprise to me, and likely not to any other practitioners of yoga, that the practice has a positive impact on our health and well being. But beyond the anecdotal evidence of millions of yogis worldwide, ARPF's research has quantified this impact and has designed an easy, structured approach to a specific type of yoga practice known as Kirtan Kriya that I will summarize as part of my practicum today. Let's start by discussing the impact of yoga on brain health. The four pillars of Alzheimer's prevention, according to ARPF, are diet and supplements, stress management, exercise, and spiritual fitness. Practitioners of yoga may recognize the relationship between yoga and a number of those pillars. Yoga can be a form of stress management, exercise, as well as spiritual fitness. But let's look deeper at that second pillar, stress management. A 2014 study compared two groups of adults living in senior communities. One group practiced hatha yoga, and the second group practiced a stretching routine. So, in other words, the two groups did similar physical movements, but only the hatha yoga group benefited from the spiritual and mental well being integration that yoga offers. At the end of the 8-week study, those who participated in hatha yoga showed significant improvement when compared to their non yoga peers in the area of executive functioning, memory, and mental flexibility. Researchers hypothesized this improvement was due to yoga participants carrying the sense of calm that they cultivated in their yoga practice outside the studio to the rest of their lives, an experience that many yoga practitioners can likely attest to. For ARPF's part, their research has centered around a specific type of meditation called Kirtan Kriya, which is from the Kundalini school of yoga. In one study, participants experiencing subjective cognitive decline, a type of memory loss that's a strong predictor for later developing Alzheimer's, practiced Kirtan Kriya for 12 minutes each day over 12 weeks. At the end of the study, participants showed improvements in memory, attention, and processing. But what's more, these improvements were still present 3 months after the end of the study. This suggests that the daily practice of Kirtan Kriya can help reduce the risk for developing Alzheimer's disease. So let's talk through the practice of Kirtan Kriya. As I mentioned, it's a meditation practice, so it doesn't involve asana or movement. Instead, it incorporates mantra, mudras, and visualization. The mantra used in Kirtan Kriya is comprised of 4 sounds: sa, ta, na, ma, which come from the mantra Satnam, which means my true essence. Each of these 4 sounds is repeated in order throughout the 12 minutes of practice. In addition, the mantra is paired with mudra, which helps to further stimulate the brain. Each time sa is sung, we touch the thumb and index finger. With ta, we touch the thumb and middle finger. With na, we touch the thumb and ring finger. And with ma, we touch the thumb and pinky finger. These movements are repeated throughout the meditation with each round of mantra. The final component is visualization. With the sound of each mantra, visualize the sound coming in through the top of the head and then out through the forehead. This technique stimulates the occipital brain, or the back of the brain, making Kirtan Kriya a whole brain experience. So let's practice together singing the mantra. Sing each sound aloud like so. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Very good. Now let's put it together with the mudra. Remember, for sa, touch the thumb and index finger. For ta, touch the thumb and middle finger. For na, touch the thumb and ring finger. And with ma, touch the thumb and pinky finger. So let's do it slowly at first. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Now let's combine the mantra and the mudra and add that visualization of the sound entering through the top of the head and then leaving out through the forehead. If it helps to close your eyes during this part, please feel free to do so. Sa ta na ma, sa ta na ma. Great work. You've got the hang of it. See how simple it is? The full 12-minute practice is structured like this. For the first 2 minutes, you would sing the mantra out loud. The next 2 minutes, you would sing at a whisper, followed by 4 minutes of singing silently to yourself. Then another 2 minutes of singing at a whisper, and finally, the final 2 minutes of again singing out loud. Even when your volume changes or when you stop singing audibly and it's singing silently to yourself, you should keep the mudras and that visualization going. So there you have it. I hope you've been able to take away a deeper understanding of yoga's benefits for brain health, in particular, the role of daily Kirtan Kriya practice in reducing the risk for Alzheimer's. And I hope you're empowered to expand your use of yoga as part of your overall incorporation into ARPF's 4 pillars of Alzheimer's prevention.